A very good morning, dear students. Welcome back to the classes after the exam. So let's back to our chapters. Which is chapter 10 on page number 58. Okay, order of adjectives. Order of adjectives. We should use the adjectives in a proper order. Okay, we cannot write in a sentence there may be 3 or 4 adjectives, right? More than one adjectives. So then we have to follow a rule in which we will use the adjectives. Okay, without the proper sequence, the use of adjectives will be meaningless. Okay, it is against the rule of English grammar. So we must know the proper sequence in which we can use the adjectives. Okay, so let's start the chapter. Read these sentences. She gave me an interesting and old Spanish book. So here, interesting, old, Spanish, these are adjectives. Okay. I saw an ugly but rectangular modern table. These are ripe Kashmiri green apples. He wore a woolen large black suit. So woolen, large, black, then Kashmiri, green, ripe, ugly, rectangular, modern, interesting, old, Spanish. All these words are adjectives. Okay. Do these sentences convey the meaning clearly? Okay. These sentences cannot convey the meaning clearly. Why? Because the adjectives in these sentences are not in a proper sequence. Okay, they are just written here and there, which don't carry a meaning. So, which does not carry any meaning. The same sentences have been written below. Now read them. Same sentences are written below with proper sequence of adjectives. Okay, let us read them. She gave me an interesting old Spanish book. Okay, so now the meaning is proper. Okay, Spanish book. The interesting, its value is written at first, and then it is written about its age, and then Spanish book. Okay, like its origin, which kind of, from where it is, it has been taken, right? I saw an ugly but modern rectangular table. Here, ugly, its value is at first. So in all the sentences, like these are ripe green Kashmiri apples. Okay, here the adjectives are written in a proper sequence. He wore a large black woolen suit. So in all the sentences you can see that the value is at first. The value of the thing is written at first. Okay, these sentences make more sense. These sentences are making more sense. These are more meaningful. Okay, it is because the adjectives have been rearranged. So here in these sentences the adjectives are written in a proper sequence. They are rearranged, and in the above sentences the adjectives are not properly arranged. Okay, which are arranged in these sentences, and that is why these sentences convey meaning. Okay, when several adjectives are used together, they are placed in a particular sequence. Okay, when you have many adjectives in a sentence, then the adjectives must be used or must be written in a proper sequence. Okay, the order of adjectives depends on their function. Okay, in which order you will use the adjective and what sequence you are going to manage is dependent on the function of the adjective. Okay, what kind of function of the adjective is there in the sentence. Generally, we do not use more than 3 adjectives in a sentence. So generally, we do not use more than 3 adjectives in one sentence. Okay, but in some cases it may be there. Okay, but generally we don't use more than 3 adjectives. Now what is there? Look. We put commas between adjectives if they are equally important and give similar kinds of information. Okay, if some adjectives okay, two adjectives are carrying the same meaning or giving same kind of information, then we can put a comma between the two adjectives. Okay, however, we don't use commas if the adjectives give different kinds of information. But if the adjectives are giving different kinds of information, the two adjectives, then we do not put a comma. We put comma between the two adjectives which describe the same thing. Okay, but if they are describing two different things, then we cannot put a comma between the two adjectives. Okay, no comma is placed between the final adjective and the noun which is it describes. Means the final adjective means the adjective of the last. We cannot put a comma after the last adjective which is written just before the noun. Like this, look at that. Where is the comma? There was a sentence. Look, he wore a large black woolen suit. Large, okay, black woolen. Okay, woolen के बाद हम कॉमा नहीं लिख सकते. और नाउन क्या है यहाँ पर? सूट. किसके बारे में बात हो रही है? लार्ज ब्लैक वुलन, ये सब कौन है? ये सब सूट है. लार्ज ब्लैक वुलन एक सूट है, तो सूट इज द noun and we cannot put a comma after the last adjective. Woolen is an adjective, no? Large, black, woolen, the three are adjective, and we cannot put a comma after the third, I mean last adjective which is written with the noun suit. Okay, so we cannot put a we don't put a normally. We also know that when you write something that when you write something about a noun, about a thing, then we said dash comma dash comma dash and dash, right? At last we put and then the noun, right? And then the name of the thing. So we do not put comma after the last adjective, okay, which is written just after the noun. Sorry, just before the, which is written just before the adjective which is written just before the noun. We cannot put comma after that adjective. Okay, now here is a table. Look at that. The table below shows the order in which the adjective should be placed in a sentence. So we have been provided with a table that we should keep in mind. When you get 3 or 4 adjectives in a sentence, then in which sequence you will have to put them is written here. That this is the sequence. This is the, you can say, formula. Okay, first of all you will have to write the value or opinion about the thing. Okay, like beautiful, inexpensive, pretty, smart, ugly. These types of adjectives are written at first. Okay, then you can write the size of the thing. Okay, these are the examples of size. Then you write age of the thing. Okay, then shape, then color, then origin. Okay, like this, from where it is, and then material, okay, of which material it is made, and then purpose, I means for which purpose, why are you using that thing. Okay, that purpose will come at last. Okay, so examples are there. Look at that. As in a sentence, the order of the adjectives will be something like this: I need to buy a beautiful small black Italian watch. So in this sequence you are going to use your adjectives. So here beautiful, small, black, Italian, all are the adjectives. So they are written in a sequence. Look at that. Beautiful, which is the value or opinion about the thing. Beautiful, it is not ugly, it is beautiful, and beautiful is written at first. Then small, then comes the size, small. Okay, then black, then come the color. Okay, black, then Italian. Okay, the origin Italian. So in this manner you will have to use the adjectives in a sentence. She gifted me an expensive square wooden table. So here expensive, square and wooden are adjectives, and they are written sequentially. Look, expensive, it is about value. Okay, it is expensive. Then expensive, after value it comes square. शेप है इसलिए वो सेकंड में आता है, और वुडन जो मटेरियल है जो लास्ट में है इसलिए वो लास्ट में लिखा गया है. ओके, सो एक्सपेंसिव, स्क्वायर एंड वुडन, टेबल. ओके, द थिंग, द नाउन विच इज टेबल. तो यहाँ पर इसी टेबल की बात हो रही है ना, तो ये है इसका नाउन जिसके लिए ये एडजेक्टिव्स लिखे गए हैं. तो स्टूडेंट्स आज हमने एडजेक्टिव्स को अच्छी तरह यूज करना सीखा. ओके, वी हैव लर्न हाउ टू यूज more than 1, 3, 4 adjectives in a sentence in a proper sequence, proper manner. So please keep it in mind and practice it at home. Okay, so for today the class is over here. Thank you.